Good afternoon. I'm really not alone. Tim was just gathering up another thing from the mail. So this is what we're going to be making today. So we'll be making a bunch of these. Look at these. These are faux sidestep cards. We'll talk about those later.
Are we ready to start?
Are we ready? Okay.
Are we ready to start?
I called out to Tim. You know it's time. I know, but you know. Here we are.
I'm gallivanting.
The sizes of paper to cut today, if you're always wondering, if you are on my email list, you get them in your email that I think comes on Tuesdays. The supplies are there. I also post them in the Facebook group on the beginning slides. So hopefully that helps. But you kind of can work along with me if you have some paper. But that's a big reason to be on my list if you want to prepare your stuff ahead of time. But it's so good to have you guys here. And let's start with mail. It's always so fun to start with mail. All right. So we just have a couple of things here. Okay. This is Paula Pruitt. Oh, I'll move it down. So we have lots to talk about today. Got lots going on with being the end of the month. This is Paula Pruitt from Virginia. Oh, look how pretty.
It is.
Oh, I love that. And I love how this background looks like she's just lightly sponged. So it's a monochromatic card, but you see how this is bold on the white and then that is sponged on the background. I think, how cool is that? So that is fun. And she said, I just sent this for a card for you to use. Oh, how sweet is that? So it's not even, because it isn't our birthday. And I thought, is that ever sweet? And she just sent the thing we love putting in cards. I didn't sign this card before I sent it on to you, though it holds my warmest thoughts, invisible but true. So if you find you need to brighten someone's day, take this and sign it, send it on its way. So she just sent a card to have on hand. What a fun idea for a little thoughtful thing to do for someone. And then we have from Fairy Card Maker, Bobby, who is in Rhode Island. Oh, how cute is this? So how cute is this? Now, this is like the small size, no cards and envelopes. So let's just compare the size. And sometimes you do a different size and it just makes it really fun again. And these are still mailable. Is that awesome? And just look how easy those are to just do up. That is cute. And the little crow is popped up there on top. Oh, that is so fun. And then we have Cindy Cunningham from California. Oh, this is adorable. Oh, this is so, how cool is this? I showed a Halloween card with the gnome. And look, this is a gnome. You know, the gnome is kind of in the Christmas holiday kinds of things. Look at how cute this is. This has nothing to do with anything Christmas. I just love this bright, happy card. And gnomes are just so popular. We were down in Decorah, Iowa after spending time with Holly. And there's a whole store there just about gnomes. And I said to Tim, just look how popular gnomes are. So we went in. It was just fun to talk to them. That is just adorable. And I just love the happy colors, all from that and the flowers. So how cool is that? And then we have 2 gifts to share today. I said, it is just amazing when we have gifts. This first one, when we were in New Orleans, we spent time with Janet Frederick and her husband, Lucian. Are you on here today? And they totally entertained Tim. We all met for breakfast, did some sightseeing, and then they took him even further when I had meetings. So how cool is that? They live close to there. So we had a wonderful time, and she's on my team. And she sent, it should be us sending the gifts as a thank you, right? But here she is. Look at this. These are hilarious. Starbucks Been There series. Did you even know Starbucks had these, Tim?
Yes.
Oh, really? See, we've never thought about that.
And
I've never thought about that. Look at that. Is that cool? So been there. So I guess we're starting a new collection of places we've been. How cool is that? And it's got all kinds of Louisiana things on here.
It came with chocolate beignet coffee.
New Orleans roast. How perfect is that?
Chocolate beignet.
So that is
I wonder if they're all chocolate beignet.
Yeah, because see, that'd be a real New Orleans thing.
You do it.
That is so cool.
And she sent a bunch of these.
The same little stickers that I just read, or little notes that you can put in cards. And then she sent a couple of cards. Look at this fun envelope. Okay, Tim's going to clear that. Oh, okay, Tim, this one has to be for, this is so cool. There's 3 of them here. Okay, this one's got to be for you. I'm just going to have him talk about this one because look at you, the coffee master here. Look at this. And that's from the stamp set we helped design. It's a great day for great things. How cool is that? And it's a beautiful window sheet card like we did
Okay,
a couple weeks ago.
I'm ready.
That is so cool.
Look at how she did that. She actually connected the coffee pot
Yes, look, yeah.
underneath.
Oh, so these are cutouts. And so she put a couple in the window and connected that.
Yep.
That is awesome. What a fun card. And then look what I got
And this
here.
is the sign, the New Orleans sign. It's French.
So kind of
Something
what a fun personal
fluid.
gift. Okay. And I'm going to take this one for me because look at this, crafting forever. So it's the same card, changing the orientation. How cool is that? And here, this is the part that comes over it. Those are fabulous. Crafting forever. Oh, and she went the extra mile and did that on the inside too. How cool is that? Oh, I've never done that before. I love it. So it's beautiful when it stands open too. That is gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, Janet is here. So thank you so much. I am seeing that we have some trolls on here, so I'm not going to be sidetracked, but I'm trying to block them. And I know some of you know how to block them too. So feel free to, if you know how to do that and report it, please do. And otherwise, we just go on and ignore them. And then she also sent this. So look, what's really cool about this is just seeing, this is just what I love about creating and this is what we do in the All Good Cards Club and stuff all the time. It's what we do on Thursdays. You take an idea and then you can change it up. I love how she did this one. Look at this, Tim. It is like this, but it doesn't have the words. It's just the window sheet.
Yep.
And then the words are in there.
And the back
So
side.
it's like a variation. And I thought, how cool. I just love variations. It kind of gets, I just think it's so fun that we help each other develop creativity by sharing our ideas. So it's fun. I will post the saying over on the Back Porch Stampers and Stamping on the Back Porch. I have it on a thing. I know some of the others of you do too. So feel free to post it if you have it, but we'll make sure it gets posted there right after that. I will make myself a note because notes post inside of card, inside greeting. All right. Okay.
And Deb Witt.
And then we got
sent us-
another package that came just yesterday. I said, so we feel like it's Christmas and it's not anywhere near. More tea. Oh, how cool is this? This is Harney and Sons birthday party. I love this. It's decaf black tea, fruit and flowers, and then hot cinnamon spice, which she was saying is her favorite. And what is really awesome. Oh, look at this. I got to show you this cute card. This is a W card. Look at that. How cute is that? And sometimes we do them this way. Sometimes they go this way. I love that. Take care of yourself. Look at that. And then she put a note on here that she had planned to send this for my birthday, the birthday tea, but the cinnamon is her favorite. And the queen really liked this tea company. So isn't that fun to know? So I just thought, even in honor of celebrating the queen, how fun to just know something like that and to serve something like that in a party. So and Deb Witt is another person in my downline. So oh my goodness, my team has been really, really good to me this week. And I said, not and do anything to deserve it. You guys are awesome. Okay, I'm going to put it back up in my face a minute so that we can talk about a couple of other things quickly. Saturday is World Card Making Day. It is October 1st. There will be a new host code that day. But never worry. If I don't have the new one up and you place an order, you can still use the old one. The date you place your order is what counts for what card kit you get. But we're going to celebrate all day. So on YouTube and this page, so this same place, we're going to go live at 10 and create some cards. But then the rest of the day over on just on the Facebook page. So I really don't know how to do that well on YouTube. I haven't quite figured that out. It isn't the same for community. But over on Stamping on the Back Porch, my regular business page, I'm going to be doing questions. We're going to have conversations all day. We're going to do a drawing every hour for Summit. And all you have to do is participate. Just get engaged and you're in the drawings, because it's just going to be a day of communicating and sharing what we're doing and our love of card making. And then from, I think it's 3 to 5 or 4 to 6. I'll put that up. But Stampin' Up is doing a free event that we can all go to. I'll be putting the link up there so we can go watch that in the afternoon. But I just want you to, thank you, Luann. She even put the thoughts right in the comments. But it'll be a fun day to just spend together. And I'd love to see you guys participate. So we're going to be sending out like 15 drawings. And I thought that's a fun, because I just love doing, it's party day. You know what, Tim? I'd like that. party tea.
Okay.
Okay. We'll do that because it's the birthday of card making day.
It is.
It's like an
Okay.
annual event. So we'll do that. So it starts at 10 Central Time.
What am I doing? Am I lurking? I am. Karen always thinks that her head is bigger than mine.
So
because
you're
I
trying to
sit
help
back.
me.
I sit back. So I'm just trying to help her by leaning forward.
And then we have the 12 weeks of Christmas. That starts today. So you still have time to go. Make sure you go to KarenTitus.com and sign up for my email list. I have that in the show notes too.
And
In a couple hours.
And it hasn't even snowed in Minnesota.
I know, but this is to get a head start on things. You're going to see cards and gift ideas, 3D things, all kinds of things made by some of my team members. So I'm really, really excited. And you have to be on the list. It's the only way you get it. If you already get my newsletters, you're getting it automatically. These are going to come out Thursday afternoons after my show. But and as people share what they're making on there, I encourage you to go check out their Facebook page, see if you like what they're doing, get involved in their worlds too. I love promoting my teammates. So that is good. And then I think
But we've had our first frost.
Yeah, it's cooler, but oh, these days are gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. Let's see. What else did I have? I think we're good.
WJYKE.
That's okay, Donna. Donna's asking, how many years has World Card Making Day been around? And I know somebody, if you're on here, but she's been really busy. I don't know if she's on here. She's really good at looking things up on Google. Someone could check that out and find out. I have no idea. Oh, Gina said she might do a last-minute hurricane card-making party in her neighborhood to celebrate the storm because you made it through. That would be a fun celebration. Okay, so whatever, but we'll have a lot of fun things going on. So that will be fun. And then the All Good Cards Club. If you like the cards we're doing today, and I know you will, I just want to tell you right now, this is one version of a faux step card. We're going to share a bunch more over in class and a bunch of other fun-filled ideas, because Karen doesn't know when to stop. But faux just means fake. So what this has to mean is just the old way we did stepper cards. And some of you have been in my classes forever will remember this. We would take something like this and we would cut the paper. It was just a little trickier. It was a little more measuring story. So what faux means is fake. We're just putting this part over it and it looks like the other card. In the class, I'm going to show you some other examples of what would be a regular card and then what the faux card looks like. And the way I mostly like to think about it, it's a way to make things simpler, but still kind of look like the original idea. So I am very thrilled
and sneaky
to do that. And it is only $15 a month if you sign up for the monthly plan. It's $25 if you want to just do one class, but we all use our own stuff just like this.
There's an inside too. It's cool.
And the class is October 21st, 22nd. We meet once Friday night, twice on Saturday, and you get the PDFs and live, the replays forever. So if you can't make it live, it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, 2006. Rhonda said she looked it up. Thank you. So 2006 for World Card Making Day. That is a long time. So
18 years.
Yeah. Janet was sharing. I remember when she did this. She's in Louisiana. And after they had that big Hurricane Ida, she made thank you cards for the linemen and workers that were helping everyone clean up. And she took them around, gave them to restaurants and hardware stores so they could hand them out to workers that came in. So that could be a fun idea for people who that's fitting for. So we'll have to be that. So that's good. And Rhonda, that's so sweet. She says, you guys want to get in the All Good Cards Club. I've gotten so much inspiration and confidence in myself as a card maker and crafter by participating in these. And Rebecca says she just loves how I take simple cards and make us all look like geniuses. My pleasure. It fits me too. I just love it. I think it's so fun when we can make something cool that we even love, and then we get to give it.
Her sidekick is a genius too.
Yeah. Well, you're a genius critic, I think, maybe.
Or BSer.
He's a wannabe critic, whatever. Okay. So we are, I think, ready to get started. Okay, so we're going to make a few of these. The first one, of course, I have one more announcement. Tomorrow is the very last day. This is the card kit. Saturday, I'll show you the card kit for October. And I also, in October, will tell you about an amazing deal on the starter kit. So you might not want to place an order on the first till you've kind of heard about this. So, but anyway, this is one of the cards in this month's card kit. So a minimum $50 order in my online store gets you gets you 3 cards plus an extra fun card. And that is my thank you gift. And I do love sending those out. Oh, Tim, this is Tim.
Yes.
Okay, I was having Tim. He was holding the other things. I can't forget the drawings. He put them down to slide.
Well, I wanted to
because there's not room. I know. The Delicate Dahlias. This was sent to me from Wanda Kavanaugh. It was one of the stamps that she gave me to give away. And this week's winner is Betty Lilly. Betty, just shoot me your address and I will pop this in the mail to you. And I had to use this one for this week just because this is so much the season. I just think the leaves, they're just starting to turn. We've got Halloween coming. Is that the cutest little trick-or-treater? And then we're going to go into Christmas preparations and this adorable little dog. So we have snow, starry sky, and leaves. This is just a perfect season for this. This is kind of this autumn season. So this is going to be the drawing. And to be in the drawing, you just need to participate. I need to see your name. So you can leave a comment. You can share. Sharing is the kindest thing anyone can do for us. And that's all good. Now I think we're ready. Hey, now let's create. Yeah, Marilyn, all it is to qualify, I use a number spinner. I haven't figured out how to do that live, but so it just draws from all the comments and shares.
Randomly.
So it is very cool. Okay, so this uses this adorable stamp set, all bundled up. You're the coolest. I just love all 4 of these characters. I'm going to give that to you. And then I'm going to lay out, these are the pieces. So this is what would have come in the newsletter, but I'm going to show this once here so that you can see this. And otherwise, you can watch and then come back because, we want to see your cards over in the Back Porch Stampers. We have a drawing over there for an accessory every week, just among people that participate and post their cards. I'd like to encourage you to share your cards, sharing your cards using this design. But it doesn't need to be Stampin' Up. So anything you have, and I think, again, that helps us all just be creative because we see all kinds of ideas. So we're going to just take these one by one, and then here's my little accent piece. Okay. So I'm going to set those aside. And this is our card base. It is 8 inches by 5.5. Now you'll be aware, typically we use 8.5 by 5.5. So this is a fun fold, and we've just cut off a 1/2 inch here. So this is 8. That makes it really, really easy to score. And then I'm going to score that at 3, 6, and 7. And as we go along with these cards, I have just some other kind of fun little tips on making some of these things too. So, okay, so here is my card. So that's my card base. And then I'm going to, Tim, I need those pieces.
I know. I'm going to.
He's trying to help me by rearranging.
I'm going to lay them
and now
out
they're, look what he's
in
doing.
order.
Okay, Tim's looking for a job. He's going to create this.
I'm desperate.
He's creating this. Okay, so next we're going to take the 6 inch by 3 inch piece, and we're going to score that at 4 1/4. So that will go like that. And now the scoring is done. And you can see right away how this is going to go together. So these are your 2 main pieces. That's cool. This is it. This is a side step card because we're putting it on the side. I could go way to the side. I could go partly to the side. I could put it in the center, and then it's a center step card. And you're going to see other variations of this fold in class. So that's where the side step comes from. And so then we're going to look at our other pieces. And these are the 2 important measurements. Once you have these, oh, Helen, that's so sweet. She says she just loves getting all these ideas in one place from us. So these are where these 2 pieces are going to go. And here are the measurements. That's 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. This is 3/4 by 5 1/4. But you really don't need that. If you have these are easy to figure out because we always talk about the 1/4 inch. So you can always measure this, and then you go 1/4 inch smaller, and that gives you this piece. And it's the same here. So I just think it's just really helpful to know that. So I'm going to put these on.
And that side of the paper is not directional as the other side.
Right. This side it wouldn't work this way, would it? That just really wouldn't work. And then I'm going to put these on. Let's see. I'm going to do this just.
Oh, I love that stuff.
I don't always use this, but it seems to work really well when I'm live to kind of show what I'm doing and to not get stuck on other things. And so once you see this assembly, and I think this is really kind of it's really a fun looking card and there's really nothing to it. So I am going to take this. Let's see, this one I put a little bit over. So let's make this a true sidestep card and put it really right in the corner, right over there, lining it up at the bottom.
Well,
Then I'm going
to pull it in a couple inches.
No, making this one different.
Okay.
And I love this because you see I have a little overhang. I can just push it right over. And then I'm going to close this up. Who saw my first mistake? All right, you can tell me. Look at this, Tim. Can you tell what I did?
I think I do.
Tim, I guess I should have you do it. Now let's see how easy this is to do a little stamp surgery. A little card surgery here. Oh, sure. It's all going to be covered. Oh, how funny. Well, you know, I'd like to say do this on purpose just to show that, you know, but I didn't. I'm going to do this one. You want to do the long one if you want your card to look like this.
Yes.
You can see you want the long one here because this is your accent. Did anyone see that coming? Yeah, Wanda says you always make things look so easy. I don't know if I made this look easy because I added an extra step. Forget my extra step and just do it once.
But easy and correct or easy and
easy.
Whatever.
Easy does it, but you don't know what you're getting. Okay, I'm going to peel that one off. And now I'm going to close this up.
All right.
And then just close it. And look at that. Amazing.
That is amazing.
How well that works. And now
you're the coolest right there.
This piece is 2 3/4 by 4, or in other words, it's just a 1/4 inch smaller than this. So how fun is that? Very easy to do. And we put that on. You could whip up a bunch of these cards in a really short time. And then when I put this on, I wanted to kind of here and extending, but you're going to notice I don't want to stick it there or the card won't open.
That's
so I just want to be careful that I put it on the bottom, or sometimes for this part, I would use glue dots. Okay, it works. And how easy is that? Yeah, there are no mistakes in card making. Jenna says, well, at least there are no mistakes we can't fix with a little surgery, right? It's just all about the paper.
See how easy that was to make that card that looked complicated?
Yes. Tim, that should be our new title, how to make an easy card hard.
Yeah.
Okay, I love this next card. I think this is an absolutely stunning Christmas card. If you like doing Christmas cards, that someone would like leave on a mantle and it's got a message, you would write back here. So here's where you'd put another piece of paper and your message would come back here. So you'd have that same amount of time. But this is what would sit on the mantle. And I think this is gorgeous. Stormy says there's no mistakes. It's just a learning opportunity. That's right. Yeah, and we do. Wanda, we love it when things can be fixed. Some things aren't so easily fixed. But hey, card making, we can laugh, move on. And you don't see the things that I don't end up showing. I go through a lot of things that don't work. It's part of the process, you know?
And if you notice our mantle, Karen changes the cards that are displayed on the mantle. So this someday, this is
I know, we'll put this up when we do Christmas cards. I was going to switch and put Halloween cards up today. I'll try. But anyway, how fun. I love this card. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to do just a couple of switches here to just show things. So this was 8 by 5.5. So I'll just mention the measurements again, but I'm not going to rescore them all for the time. And then it's scored at 3 inches, 6 inches, and 7 inches. So here's our shape. Then this piece is 3 by 6, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So I'll make sure that happened. Now I'm insecure because of my, okay. See, and here is my card shape. Now on this card, I used this. This is from the Lights Aglow paper, which is just gorgeous. This is another in that paper pack. So if you're doing a bunch of things, you might run out of one and need the other. So I thought we'll do the second one with this. So I'm going to put this one on right there. And then instead of paper on this one, I wanted a message. So this is the same size. It's 3/4 by 5 1/4, but it's a white piece of paper with my words on it. And I put the words way over here so I would have room.
If I was able to ask a question of our audience, I would ask, how many of you are watching for Karen to make her next mistake?
Well, we know what Tim is doing. Okay, so let's just see. We will just see. This is a gorgeous stamp set. This is the stamp set. And especially if you like to send more religious cards, I love this too with the church. To me, this would be a beautiful like winter wedding card too. It could be a sympathy card. You know, I would see using this for a lot of things. But I love the stamp set. And the trick for putting it on, I did want to say that when I made these, and of course, you know, I make a few when I make them, I use the Stamparatus, and I've shown that recently, so I didn't show it again. But if you have a Stamparatus, you know, sometimes if you stamp this, it's so much ink on there, you don't get totally great coverage. If you use a Stamparatus, it'll go right back in the same spot. So let me know if you don't know how to use the Stamparatus, and I can, I could show that on Saturday or something, you know, but I just wanted to show that because it just helps in placing something like this. Okay.
I want to say something. These churches, when we came back from Holly's, we came up through two-lane roads straight up to Rochester, Minnesota. And there are so many churches like this dotted in the countryside. It is just beautiful.
Yeah, little tiny country churches, so fun.
Big cemeteries with big headstones. So what they lack in size of church, they replace with the size of their headstones in their cemeteries.
So I added this piece, and on this card I used, I think my favorite specialty paper. This is that brushed, what is it? The brushed antique gold. It's in the main catalog. One of the things I love about it, besides the texture, is if you run it through an embossing machine, you don't get any of the lines. Like if I take this one and run it through, I put a piece of copy paper over it so that I don't get lines from the plates. So just to know that. But I thought it'd be fun because really this is perfect for both, to do one of each. And then we're making them a little differently because I think this is gorgeous too. So this time it's this background. And then I am going to put that up on, like I said, did dimensional. So we'll do that. Anyway, I particularly love this card. I'm going to make more of these cards for Christmas because I thought this was so fun and easy. And I just think it's a beautiful look. And then I'm going to put that on. So now you're going to see, now I could add a little gold. I thought about it and then I forgot. Could add a little gold embellishment right there in the star. But aren't these pretty? So it's using both papers too just makes it go a little further. But I love both of these looks. So I think that is really fun. And which die did you use for the piece two? This is not a die. This is just the stamp. So if you look at the stamp, I just cut around it. So it's no die. This is just a single stamp. And I think it is absolutely gorgeous. It's one of my favorite. Oh, it's probably my favorite Christmas set for something, for a more religious card, not a cutesy card. But I absolutely love this.
If I got to vote, I would say I would like the pattern paper a little better.
Okay. I love it. I do love that. It's kind of a little more vintagey and I'm not sure what, but I really love it too. And it never shows lines. So you just, it's just so pliable. Sharon's asking the October All Good Cards Club. It is, I mentioned it earlier, and it's on the page you go. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think it's the 21st and then whatever's before after that. But anyway, I really, really love this one. Okay, now we're going to go back to a really cute card, which is really fun too. Eileen said she's using that stamp set for Christmas cards this year. So that's fun. I'm just love seeing ideas. Okay, how cute is the gnome? I got that adorable gnome card in the mail that we shared today. But this is stinking cute. And I think this is so fun. And you're going to notice on this one, I did these trees so they would stick up. So the paper. So we're going to talk about this one a little bit next. So I'll get the pieces.
Is Cindy's card the same one?
Yeah, see, it's the same. And isn't that just cute? And hers is a little shorter and stubbier. I like that. I think that's cute. Mine is kind of a tall, lean, mean. Lean, not mean, but lean. Not mean.
Yeah, very
but
delightful.
look at how you just make these little differences. Are they just adorable? So, if you like gnomes, or the other thing is if I was talking to someone and she had friends that love gnomes, And you know that they would love to get gnome cards. I just think this set is adorable. We're just using the dies, but my favorite stamp in the set is this little one where he's bumping his head and it says, "You know me so well." Like I've said before, that would be the cutest apology card. I made one a while ago on a Thursday, but I absolutely love. I think they're all cute, but that's just my favorite. It is so cute. But we're using the dies. So this gnome is built out of the dies. These fit in regular envelopes, which is really cool. I'm really glad you asked that. So all the Fun Folk cards, unless I mention them differently, when this is folded, this is actually 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is the size of a regular card. It's just got these cutouts here and there. So isn't that cool? And so it just folds up, fits right in. On this, we'll just build a little gnome here. So here's my little gnome. And I'm going to just make this is that fuzzy, what would you call this paper, Tim? We've got one that's
Felt.
Yeah, it's kind of like felt paper, which is really cool. I really like that. Let's see, I need this, or you know what? I'm gonna use glue dots. I love, you guys know I love using glue dots. So I'm gonna start putting this on. Just gonna build my little guy here. And I'm gonna do the gnome. So if you're making cards like this, you wanna make a bunch of pieces. And I often make some extra pieces just to have on hand afterwards. But then you can sit here and I would make all of these at the same time instead of making the card. You know, if you were going to send a dozen of these, let's say, or 6, I think, and I know a lot of people on their cards like to send out, you know, let's do this one differently. We can do the nose on top or under. So let's put this one under. Like to send out, maybe 6 of one card, and then they want to switch and do something else.
Half dozen of another.
Yep. So let's put this guy on, and now we're going to put this part on over it, which means I want to switch. See, I'm just switching as I go along. So now we need a little buildup on this part. So create as we go. And now this one's going to cover part of his nose.
You know what the gnome's first name is?
How cool is that, Tim? Do you have a preference?
Very.
I just think it's fun to
I like them
mix
both.
them up. I know, they're just really cute.
Gnome's first name?
Nope.
George. That's where the G came from.
Oh, George the gnome. George the silent gnome. The quiet one. Okay, so then I have my basic card. I've already done that. And so on this, so here I've taken, this is the paper.
Actually, I like this one the best.
Yeah, okay.
I like the way the nose is covered up with a hat.
So it's just funny you can do it. So this is what the paper looks like. And you get 2 sheets like this. So I took, and it didn't fit. So I went to do this, and like 2 rows didn't fit. Well, it fit on this, but it didn't fit on the front. So first I came to the idea for the front, and I thought I can move this up a little bit just so it shows a little bit of fun up there too. So it kind of matches the other. But I thought this was really a fun idea. This paper is so cute. Look at these adorable reindeer and little animals on the other. They're not going to get bent because when they go in the envelope, see, they'll be protected because you see, they'll be protected because they're like that. And you can see on these, so on the top, I'm going to find my scissors somewhere in here. Here's my scissors. Oh, so so this is a little bit of fussy cutting. But when I first started, so here's my thought process. When I first started, I tried going all the way down and here, and there wasn't enough to hang on to. And then I thought, no, this is like a snowy hill. Isn't that perfect? So now I can just go part way down and then go over to the next one. And snowy hills change. They go up and down. So I also love that I don't need to match anything up. So I thought this was just really a fun idea.
See, Karen makes things work even when they don't. She tells a story about it.
But yeah, but it's you know, it's kind of the possibility. So we'll see if I kind of get this all done or not. Okay, you know, I need to go up to the tree, or it does look a little. That was the sledding hill right there. You know, it's really steep.
Karen and I both told our kids stories.
Yep.
There was a whole group of little people that lived in the cavity between our basement and our main floor And it must have been years that I told that story as a bedtime story to our kids.
And they would sneak into our luggage and went on trips. I mean, we were talking, you know, oh, and the kids just loved it. And then on the bottom, I just went through.
Finish your thought.
Oh, finish your thought. Or they would stay home and they'd have adventures at home. So we'd come home, then they'd have stories. But, you know, just the way you would do your stories. And the kids always wanted to know what happened to them next.
Yeah.
So just.
Until they got to a certain age, they didn't want to hear about it.
And then suddenly they said, no, we're kind of. And you know how it goes. We had kids of different ages. The littler ones grow out of things a lot quicker because they hear their older siblings. It's like.
But I actually had the older siblings tell the story.
Yeah, so we got them involved. That's true. That is true.
And
so it's just kind of a fun.
They actually pulled it off.
A fun tradition to keep going if you can get them over. So anyway, and then we always encourage the kids, of course, to tell stories too. So it's just fun. But this is it. So now you watch me fussy cut. Not too perfectly, but to see how this one is going to go right over the top like that. So I think what a fun idea. So now we're going to put that on. And then it's ready for this. So I guess we'll finish this. You know, and you could cut trees like that out for another card too. Like this could go in front of this and be put on dimensionals. You could make a layered looking card. So any idea you can take and adapt to whatever you're working on. And then after this, I'm going to make one more card and then I'll show a couple more cards. So I'm trying to make the cards that I have some little extra things to share about them. Okay, so then I'm going to put this one on.
No,
Tim,
no.
Thank you. We don't want to repeat. I think they got it the first time that was the wrong way to do it.
You sure didn't.
But I didn't know. And then we have this little guy. And I haven't hardly embellished. Oh, you know what else I put on this guy? And I forgot on this one. Let's see if I can figure out. I'll do a little stamp surgery later. But these fun little snowflake, they're like, I don't know, are they $6 or something? Get a whole bunch of them. These makes fun little backgrounds on cards. I just love these. So we'll compare the two. I think it's much, much nicer. That completes it.
Oh, it does.
So I'm going to take that apart. Oh, I don't even need to.
No,
I can just stick it in right there. I will just do it. But sometimes it's those little extra details that would be as fun. And then I just took one of these, a gem to put in the middle. And how cute is that? That little snowflake. And then, Ginger said, Tim hollered, no, at the same time as she did. She was calling out to the screen. Thank you. Great minds think alike, Ginger.
Yes, they do.
Oh, that is so fun.
Your mind.
Oh, Brenda, thank you for sharing. Oh, and someone else says, no, I just see that. That is so funny. Thanks, you guys. We all watch this.
We're all helping care.
But how cute are those? So for those of you who craft with kids, you can see how easy this was to make. This would be another fun card to do with them, of course. And then our last one, because I thought I wanted.
This is going to get messed up with the envelope, isn't it?
Oh yes, because see, my original one, I wasn't thinking this time. I do need to do a little surgery and bring that a little closer. You're right. Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
I'll have Tim fix it. So, no. Yes, he's always thinking. Okay, here's another one that I just love. This is so colorful and bright. It's the Pretty Bird set. And I just wanted to show how easy this is to stamp. So I thought, is that just fun? And then this is Tea Boutique paper, which is all the 5 new colors. And, a lot of them, like on one side might be teacups and things. The back sides are all fun colors like this. And I just love that we've got these bright colors. So it's the same colors I wanted to use for the birds. So this is done the same way. So I don't think I'm actually going to even put the card together. Let's just work on this part. So I wanted to show, if I'm going to do like birds like this, I stamp a whole bunch and do them at one time. And Melanie says she wants the gnome set. Well, all I can say is, well, it's working. No, I do my best. I just have to laugh about that because don't we? Yes. Okay, here are my pieces. So this is the Pretty Bird set. I've just started using this recently and I just love it. It's got all these different pieces. It's got some great pieces. So this is one of the dies in here. There's not a stamp for that. That's the die. And of course, my birds are sitting outside of the cage. but I just think that's so pretty. So this is like two, or it could be a 3-step stamp because it takes 3 stamps to make this colored. So you could color this in, but look, there are stamps for that. And it really doesn't even matter which color to go which. So I'm going to take this. You're going to see this inside. There are 3 birds and they all have the steps like this to go with them. So it's really cool. And of course, I do much better if I stand up and look down. I'm going to do my best. It wasn't, I can live with that. If I wanted to redo it a little, I could do it just like that. And I could, nah, I'm not going to worry about it. I stand up. So that's my biggest tip for these. When they're photopolymer like this, they are actually easy to see through and kind of get it right. But I need to look directly down on it. Okay. So I'm missing little parts, but it's okay. It's also everything I do. I think being artistic, things don't need to be perfect. You know, a little off-centered is totally good. Tim is, oh, he's doing the card surgery over there, which he has never done before. So we'll see how it turns out. And then we have this one, and this does the rest of it. I just don't want you to be looking at my head. Is that stunning? And look how quick this is. Now, I chose to leave the birds. You could, of course, color the beak and the feet, but I chose to just stick with highlighting these 2 colors with the black because I thought that just looked really great. Kathy says she has to laugh when I talk about making multiples and stamping all the birds to color at once. Yes, she does that. Almost every set of cards, she makes multiples. The downside is if she makes a mistake before assembling, she makes multiple mistakes. Well, see, once I have these cut out, then I keep them in little bags. I have all kinds of assorted little goodies to complete cards with. So it makes it easy to have quick cards.
So what do you think?
Tim, you did good. Okay, you're hired. That's awesome. Oh, I love it. So what do you think of this set? So now to put this one together, if I'm going to attach something like this, we have a couple of ways. I could use glue dots. I really like using my silicone mat, and I'm going to put this over the broader parts. And then, you know, my birds are going to kind of help keep it too. I might put one little dab in there, but I don't really think I even need that. So I'm going to pull this up. This one I will have to clean up. But notice, this is why I use a silicone mat. Nothing is sticky. If I had done this on paper, things would be sticking to my paper. This would be tearing. And this, I can just take this. Yeah, I really don't think I needed that. So I think I would forget that little one because we're going to have birds in here. And I actually, this will be flat in a card. And I kind of like if there's a little bit of a loose element to things. Now this down here is just fine. I'm just going to take that little part off. This one up here and a little, any of the, take your pick, pokey tool, any little thing would.
Fingernails.
But I'm just using my fingers. It's all good. Okay, that's it. How easy is that? So there's the silicone mat. And Frances, she makes us want all these stamps. Is this just the cutest card though to make with all these different things? So how cute is that? And then I'm going to pop these guys up. So I'm just take a dimensional, take a couple of dimensionals. And since I'm not looking down, I'm going to look at my original one here and see where I put them. I just was going to have them look a little bit. I hooked this one on the inside. That was my original idea because he really is standing there. But then there wasn't one for this one unless they were really, really close. Oh, but that could work. We'll see. It'll just change. Let's experiment. So let's say I want this one just hanging on there too. So they're facing each other. I mean, they're going to have this nice conversation. Now you're going to notice when I put this on my card, it's sticking out more. So, but not too much. It'll just determine where I put this because I don't want this to go too far. This one's okay. And this will be okay too. So it's totally fine. So the rest of this card will be made the same way, but I wanted to show those little tips for that. Donna said she had totally looked past this pretty birds. She never considered it. Now she added it to her list. Yeah, I agree. And I just love the colors. It's such a happy card. I think it is just beautiful. So here's a couple more. Now this one, you don't need to stamp at all. You don't need the sentiment on here. And you guys know I like to fussy cut. This is the Awashin Beauty. So you can take anything and make this as simple. And this is just gorgeous. These papers are from the same step. And I think that is just
Very
a gorgeous card. And then we have this sending a little message. Now, this is the same paper pack. This is the Tea Boutique. Aren't these fun? So these are all in colors, and they're all from the back sides in that. So I love that paper pack if you don't have it, even apart from the teacups. And this is the Bottled with Happiness, where we've got the bottles and all the flowers, sending a little message. So we'll be making one of these cards as a review, basically, in the Back Porch Stampers, and all of these photographs, in the All Good Cards Club. But then we go on to doing variations. That's kind of the theme of that. But I do put all these cards, since we've done them, also in that. So it's easy to refer back when, if you take the class. But now it's your turn. You're going to make cards like this, post them in the Back Porch Stampers. And we can't wait to see what you're doing. A whole bunch of you said that you hadn't noticed the birds and now you added them, or you have the birds and haven't used them yet. Pat says that makes sense. Melody, thank you for sharing. And I think that's it for today. But keep in mind, Saturday we're going to party all day. Are you ready? You're going to serve tea.
Oh, I'm going to. Yes.
You're going to break open the party tea. That will be very fun. And we will look forward to a fun day. So thanks, you guys. Let me know if you need anything. This is the end of the month. Tomorrow is the last day to get those pumpkin cards. And then we switch to something new on Saturday. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Marilyn said that she's making birthday cards today for her grandson and was stumped on making Pokemon cards. This is perfect. Do you guys know I did a Pokemon card video? It's on my YouTube site if you go in and look for Pokemon. That just got tons of views, and it was years ago. I totally forgot about that since you said that, because at the moment I had a grandson into it. You kind of go with their thoughts. So how fun is that? Thank you so much, you guys. And we'll see you on Saturday. And have a good day.
Goodbye.